Okay, this video is depicting proper OR attire and the medical hand wash as you are preparing to go into your OR to set around your sterile supplies. So you're going to be obviously out in the area where you've changed into your scrubs, and then you are going to don your hair cover. So some people wear 2 hair covers if one isn't enough. Just depends, on the size. All right, then you're gonna don your shoe covers. Some facilities have multiple sizes, some have a one size fits all. Remember that our requirement for the school is that you wear shoe covers at all times. Some facilities will allow you to keep a pair of shoes at the facility, but it really is a good idea to just wear shoe covers to protect your shoes anyways. All right, so after we don our shoe covers, then we are going to perform our medical hand wash. So you're going to come to a scrub sink that has the betadine soap or Hibiclin soap if you have an iodine allergy. Okay, and essentially a medical hand wash is just a really thorough hand wash. Remember that the difference between this and the surgical scrub is that your hands are going to be pointing down, and we only go up to kind of that first section above the wrists here, not all the way up above the elbows. Okay, so we're going to get some betadine. If our betadine works, which sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. There it goes. All right, so remember we want to get it up underneath the fingertips here because that's one of the areas where microbes grow in high numbers. So make sure that you get it up under the fingernails into the fingertips. You're going to make sure you get all the surfaces of the hand, and then we want to go up above the wrists as well. Remember, if you need more water, you need more soap, and anytime as you're doing this, feel free to go ahead and do that. Okay, so again, we're going to sit here, we're just going to scrub all the surfaces, making sure you get the fronts and the backs, and all the way up above the wrists. Just doing a really thorough hand wash, okay? Then you're going to rinse. Again, the fingertips are pointed down. Okay. And then you're going to get more soap. Okay, and then we'll do it a second time. Remember, whenever you're not using the water, just shut it off so you're not being wasteful. Okay, so up underneath the fingertips, and then all the surfaces of the hand. So in between the fingers, on the back side, up around the wrists, on both sides. Just doing a thorough hand wash. All right, and then once you've contacted all those surfaces, you're just going to rinse again with the fingertips pointed down. And then we're just going to dry off with paper towels that are going to be present near your scrub sink. Okay, remember with the surgical scrub, then you're going to dry off with the towel that is going to be on your sterile gown that's been opened in the OR. All right, after we do the medical hand wash, then we're going to don the surgical mask. Remember, you always want to do the hand wash before you put the mask on, because otherwise you'd be transferring the microbes from your hands onto that mask, and then you're going to be breathing that in. Okay. So lots of different kinds of masks. Say a lot of people wear a duckbill mask, which kind of has a little bit more space. So on that one, you're going to want to make sure that you're folding it on the bridge of your nose here. Okay. And then when we tie it, we make sure that we tie one tie above and one tie below. We do not crisscross the ties at the back of the head. Okay. So we're going to tie that, and it needs to be tight enough that it's not gapping here on the side where you're going to be losing any microbes out the side of your mask. A lot of people kind of put the chin down, and that makes it a little bit tighter here as they tie it as well. And then sometimes people will go ahead and grab their eye protection and just put it on the top of their head so that they don't forget it later on. You don't necessarily have to do that right now. You just have to make sure that you put it on before you do the surgical scrub.